In this video, I'm going to give you part 2 of how to play All of Me for the first part of the chorus, where the chord progression is going to be a little bit different this time. And if you keep watching, I will share with you a very special surprise towards the end of the video. So just make sure that you keep watching. So for this part, I'm going to show you how to play the first part of the chorus where he goes, all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections, which will sound something like this. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. There's a bit more of a complicated version for that part where he says curves and all your edges, perfect imperfections. As far as the chords go, but just keep in mind, especially for my more advanced piano players, this video is for complete beginners, so I'm simplifying it on purpose. So what we're going to do, and again, if you are a complete beginner, there are some things you do need to know. C is the white key to the left of the two black keys, and it goes C, D, E, F, G, and then after G it goes A, and then B, and the next C, and then it just repeats itself. So the tone goes higher as you go to the right, the keys go lower as you go to the left. The black keys are named based on the neighboring white keys. I will go over those as I go through each of the chords. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first chord. We're going to start with the right hand. I'm going to give you the chords for the right hand and the bass for the left hand. I'll go over what basses are in a second, but we're going to start with the right hand, and I'm not going to get into the technicalities of, the chord numbers and things like that. I will give you the names of the chords, but learning the chords in terms of why they're called what they're called, that will be for a different video. I just want to give you a fast track on learning this song as a complete beginner. So the first chord we're going to learn is going to be the right hand thumb is going to play the E flat key, which is the black key to the right of the two black keys. If you notice, the black keys are in patterns of 2, 3, 2, 3. So you'll hear me reference those as we go. So the right hand thumb is going to be on E flat, which is to the right of the two black keys. The middle finger, the third finger, is going to be on A flat, which is the black key in the middle of the three black keys. So it'll be this key. And then the thumb, sorry, not the thumb, the pinky is going to be on C. Now, which C is it going to be? This C here is what's called middle C, and middle C is always going to be the C that is closest to the middle of your piano or keyboard. So the C that we're going to be playing for this example is going to be the next C up. So we'll have E flat, A flat, and C, that high C, and we'll be playing all three notes at the same time. So that's the first chord. The next chord is going to have an easy transition. We're going to keep our middle finger on A flat. We're going to keep our pinky on C, and we're going to move our thumb over to F. If you remember, C, D, E, F. So now we'll have thumb on F, third finger or middle finger on A flat, and pinky will be on C. And we'll play those all at the same time. So that is going to be I forgot to tell you the names of the chords. The first chord is the A flat major triad. The next chord that we just played is the F minor triad. Anyways, the next chord we're going to play is going to be what's called the D flat major triad. And so the way we'll play that is we're going to keep our thumb on F. And normally for this type of, the way that you would play this type of chord, you would usually use your two finger. But again, I'm keeping it easy for the complete beginners because doing too much switching with the fingerings could be a little bit challenging if you're just starting out. So we'll keep our third finger on A flat, and then our fifth finger is going to go, or our pinky is going to go to D flat. So we're going to have F, A flat, D flat. And then the final chord is going to be the E flat major triad, and all the fingers are going to move. So the thumb is going to go back down to E flat, remember, on the right of the two black keys. And remember, D flat is actually going to be, for the chord that we just played, D flat is the black key that is on the left of the two black keys. That's just for reference. So now moving on to the final chord, we're going to have our thumb on E flat again. We're going to now move our third finger, our middle finger, down to G, and we're going to bring our pinky up to B flat, which is on the right of the 3 black keys. It's going to be this key. So E flat, G, B flat, all at the same time. So we're going to have, so all 4 chords is going to be E flat, A flat, C first. Then it'll be F, A flat, D flat next. Sorry, it's C. So F, A flat, C. I was thinking of the next chord after that. And then we'll have the F, A flat, D flat. And then we'll finish that chord progression with thumb on E flat, third finger on G, pinky on B flat. Before I add the left hand bass, I do want to bring to your attention that I do have a free Piano in 3 Steps video. If you're a complete beginner and you want to get your foot in the door in terms of learning piano and getting the 3 chord bases that you need to know to get started learning today, then there's a link in the description box where you can sign up for that 3-step video completely for free. So before you move on to, or before you finish watching this video, make sure that you click the link below to watch that video. So now we're moving on to the left hand, which the left hand is going to play what's called the bass. And the bass is basically the lower tone that usually kind of is the floor of the chords. So if I was to play the chords by themselves without the bass, you can hear the difference. It sounds a little bit lighter. But if I add the bass, you can hear it has a fuller sound. So if we're doing the left hand, again, this is middle C. We're going to start with some of the lower notes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumb to play A flat first, which again is the black key in between the 3 black keys. The next note that I'm going to play for the left hand is going to be, I'll use my third finger for F, which is over here, this key. And then I'm going to move down again. I'm going to use my pinky to play D flat over here, which again is the black key that's to the left of the 2 black keys. So I'm going to play this key here. And then, I don't know why my throat is dry today. Sorry, guys. So then we're going to use our ring finger. We're going to play D flat, which is the next black key over. So this is playing the bass line. Thumb on A flat. Third finger or middle finger on F. Pinky on D flat. And then ring finger or fourth finger on E flat. So if you need to, you can just practice separate hands first just to familiarize yourself with it. And then once you're ready, you can always come back to this video to play both hands together. If you're a complete beginner, I would highly recommend you do that. That way you don't overwhelm yourself when it comes to playing. So what we're going to do is we're going to play both hands together. And for each note that the left hand plays, the right hand's going to play a chord. So they're going to come in at the same time. So the left hand's going to play A flat, and then the right hand's going to play that chord, that first chord that we learned, which is the E flat at the bottom, the A flat in the middle, and the C at the top. So all those notes will come in at the same time. Then we're going to go to the next chord with the right hand, where the thumb's going to be on F, middle finger on A flat, pinky on C, and then the left hand's going to play F, and it'll be all at the same time. Then for the next chord, you're going to have thumb stays on F for the right hand, third finger on A flat, pinky on D flat, and then the left hand is going to play that pinky on D flat at the bottom, all at the same time. And then that final chord where the right hand plays the E flat with the thumb, the G with the middle finger, and the pinky on B flat, the left hand is going to play the E flat at the bottom. So now you have all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. So again, that's just like a stripped down version. The actual chords that happen for the curves and all your edges, again, for the more advanced players, you know that that's a little bit different. It's got some seventh chords in there, but again, this is for the complete beginners. I may do a more advanced video for that later on. So for the surprise, I do want to give you guys a video. I'm going to post it at the top here, where you can go from beginner to playing chords in less than one video. And that is featuring my friend Steven, who is also a great teacher. He can take you from completely knowing nothing about the piano to learning and playing chord progressions like you're doing here, but he gives you the theory behind what you're playing. So I will provide that video in the link at the top right here. And if you like this video, please comment. If you do have any questions or feedback, please give me some comments. Please like, please share, please subscribe, turn on the notification bar. That way, whenever I post videos, which is usually about once or twice a week, you will get notified for when I produce a new video. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my future tutorials.